Subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an update. Hello everyone! Today on Lady Mary Beth, we are shopping another Goodwill store in Franklin, Tennessee. Located on Highway 96, Murfreesboro Road, we are sure to find some treasures today. Join me. It's always great to be back at this Goodwill location. We are shopping with a purpose. Goodwill Industries of Middle Tennessee's mission is changing lives through education, training, and employment. We found some great deals here on previous visits, and it's the classic blue today. Welcome to the Goodwill store in Franklin, Tennessee on Murfreesboro Road. We see that blue is the color of the week, my favorite, and many of the best finds in the store are newly placed on the shelves. We certainly don't have to have the color of the week to find a deal. It's an added bonus. Let's have a look at the store. I usually start in housewares, and we will get to some great finds there. But first, I want to take you along for some hidden gems in this store, including in the linens section. Table runners are a favorite. Easy to store and a great way to change up your look, especially for some festive table settings. The standard sizes range between 36 inches and 108 inches. This one is definitely a longer version, and I can see so many different looks with this. And the price is amazing at $7.99. It's always worth looking at the textiles. You may find a fabulous table runner. This is priced at $7.99 and it's very long. This would work in so many ways, and you could definitely elevate your everyday with this. And you're looking at just half of the size. We will have a quick look in the handbag section. They have backpacks, totes, and a laptop case. This one is Vera Bradley, great deal at $9.99. It is in like new condition with fun colors. Though this is meant to hold your computer, I think this could be great for hair accessories, anything that you might travel with extra padding. And it has that Vera Bradley tag you want to look for with a fun interior. It's a Vera Bradley laptop case, and this is something that I definitely need. It is the Indigo Pop pattern. We found a crossbody handbag from the other Franklin Goodwill store in the Indigo Confetti that has this as an inside liner. It's a great pattern, fun, and it is brand new. And here we see that indigo confetti inside this. It's the reverse of that crossbody, and we can zip it up and keep everything contained. Great deal at $9.99. Goodwill is a great source for silk florals. They are much more affordable than in craft stores. This potted orchid is definitely going home with me for our younger daughter's college apartment. Well priced at $4.99. And this will go on her dresser next to the thrifted Waterford crystal lamp. For a simpler look that you could certainly embellish, here is a white pot that you could even paint, and that's priced at $7.99. They have many different seasons represented, including the perfect potted pear for fall. I like the celadon green containers, and $14.99 at Kohl's from their Harvest collection. Blue, the color of the week, $4.99 at half price. That's an incredible deal. It's like buy one, get one free. And shopping off season is always a great idea. Here is my find of the day. Absolutely incredible. I recognize the style from afar, and we see that Neiman Marcus sticker. I sold this on eBay for $139. I offered a deal to the interested buyer, and sent it off to her in Clovis, New Mexico. What an incredible deal. And that will pay for some of my other purchases during the Tennessee trip. A very rustic and highly collectible item. This is truly a hidden gem, a Jan Barboglio Guadalupe cross made with wood and metal. She was raised in Mexico, and a lot of her designs are prized in Texas, the Southwest, California, and even the East Coast. This has the new tag without the price from Neiman Marcus. I looked it up online and it sells for $295. I'm taking this home for $5.99 and I will definitely flip the thrift. One of my favorite tabletop essentials is the sandwich server. I featured many uses for this in a video early on in the channel. The fleur de lis handled sandwich server was introduced by Fostoria in 1926 and made until about 1933. Easy to serve with. You see it has a built-in grip. This is a great price, wonderful item, but I will leave it for someone else to discover since I have this in some other colors. And sandwich glass, which has an interesting history from the Boston Sandwich Glass Company. This is a newer version, and I have shared some history in a previous visit to a Goodwill store in Houston. This bowl is a fair price. I like to get started in the home goods section. We certainly can find some interesting items to add to our home decor, table, and gifting. This is sandwich glass and would be a lovely addition and a great gift. It's always a thrill to find vintage glass in a Goodwill store. I like that this has some interesting texture. You will notice they are priced separately for the creamer and sugar, $7.99 each. And that's because they often get separated. I find this with candle holders as well. Even though it may not make sense to us, there is a method to how they price things. And for something vintage, has an interesting history, I think that's a fair price. You could also wait for the color of the week, but it might not be there. There's some savvy shoppers here in Franklin, Tennessee. $7.99 for each piece. Love the gold detail. It's always great to find vintage glass at a Goodwill store. This is the national pattern from the Jeannette Glass Company, made in the 1950s with a ribbed design, a hobnail base, and this happens to have gold accents. It was not made in a dinnerware line, instead serving accessories. And you will notice that hobnail base, a ribbed design, and these are priced at $7.99 each. French white was a popular Corningware pattern when I was a bride in 1995. I like this because it does not actually have a pattern. It's more of a texture, and it blends seamlessly with any dish pattern. $5.99 is a great price. I see this going for a lot more on the secondary market, and I'm also finding more pieces in Goodwill stores. A souvenir that you could add to your home decor. Place this on an easel and a bookshelf to add interest. It is from Montreux, Switzerland, priced at $3.99, and I think that's a great conversation piece. And we're going back to the mid-century with this lightweight aluminum ice bucket. Look at those circular handles. I love everything about this. My friends at Baker's Barware would probably take this home to Houston and add it to their assortment at Heights Antiques on Yale. $3.99 is an incredible price for this. A nod to the space age with those starbursts engraved there on the three-part dish. It is two-tone with chrome and gold, and that's perfect for entertaining or even using on the vanity. So many ways that you can use a two-part or three-part dish. And who can resist this at $2.99? We are going to discover some great patterns here in the housewares section, starting with the colonial pineapple. Love the design, and I'll tell you more about it from a very popular American china and pottery manufacturer. This colonial blue pineapple pattern is aptly named Hospitality. It was made from 1983 to 1987 by Pfalzgraf. This creamer is $2.99 would be a nice addition to your tea table for milk or even for syrup on a breakfast table. They also have some mugs and cups. You could certainly purchase one mug for your morning tea. You don't have to buy the complete set. But this set you will certainly want to pick up if it's your pattern or something you've wanted to add to your collection. An incredible find, the Lenox Poppies on Blue. And as we look at the back stamp, it is from their China Stone collection, freezer to oven to table to microwave and dishwasher safe. This was designed by Lenox to withstand daily use. And no surprise, it was a popular selection when I married in 1995. I didn't choose it because everyone had it, and I worked for Waterford Wedgwood, but it is a lovely pattern. Poppies on Blue is one of Lenox's most successful patterns. In fact, it is the #1 Lenox pattern on replacements. And this was made from 1984 to 2007, a popular bridal selection. These are well priced at $9.99 for each dinner plate, and they sell at replacements for $40 a plate. Cereal bowls are often hard to find in a retired pattern. These sell for $30 each at replacements, and here you get a bundle of 4 bowls for $18.99, and that is a great deal. And here we have some mugs and the all-important teacups or coffee cups. It's a good idea to shop all areas of the store at Goodwill. You may find some more pieces to the pattern that you've discovered, more of the Poppies on Blue from Lenox, and we have mugs, teacups, a creamer, and here is the sugar bowl. Now we just need to find the saucers. And we find the bottom shelf advantage is working for us today, a stack of saucers for those teacups. These are priced a bit higher than I would expect, $24.99, but all the other pieces are affordable. And wouldn't you know, we would find the matching tablecloth in the furniture section. Just when I thought we had found all the pieces to Lenox Poppies on Blue, we find a tablecloth. Many tabletop manufacturers have placemats, napkins, and tablecloths made in their best-selling patterns. Usually this is made by 1 or 2 companies, not by the manufacturer themselves in the tabletop industry. And this is a great find because they haven't made this in quite a while. Let's head back to Housewares and discover this classic white pattern from Mikasa, the French countryside. It's an affordable way to build a tabletop collection, and you can certainly mix and match. This fruit motif is fresh and fabulous. Mikasa launched French Countryside in 1974. This is a great everyday pattern and another popular bridal selection. If you're looking for a way to add some interest to your white pattern, how about the Fruit Rapture, also from Mikasa? These rim soups are $9.99 for a set of 4. They happen to have 2 bundles, and this would pair nicely with any white pattern. And it's also great for dessert service with these rimmed soups. A lonely punch cup probably got separated from a set that they were still pricing from the Imperial Glass Company. The Carnival glass in the grape design priced at $2.99. They pulled together a black and white section here with a nod to Minneapolis. If any of you are from Minneapolis, I would love to hear from you in the comments. The search is over. I have been looking for a wicker tray for our daughter's college apartment. $5.99 is definitely in my price point. I was willing to spend more. This is going to be an all-purpose item. She can place her papers in this, magazines, books, and even use it for entertaining. A party-perfect punch ring is what we all need in our collection. Of course, this could have been used for a salmon mold, for gelatin at $2.99. I would definitely pick that up if you don't have one. And you can freeze part of your punch recipe and place it in your punch bowl. Perfect for your celebrations. Moscow mules are quite popular, especially in the winter, sitting around a Tennessee fire. That's a popular drink. And these I find are quite expensive, even in some of the discount box stores. And the price is right at $1.99, and they look to be in great condition. You could certainly buy the set of 4 and use that for your gifting or entertaining. We have to do some cart diving. Here's more of that sandwich glass. The bowls are $7.99 for a set of 4. I think that's fair. And you can use this for entertaining, desserts. This bowl is definitely getting my attention. Something about it just made me pick it up, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It is a familiar brand and one of my favorite finds today. There you see the acid edge logo, Villeroy Boch. Successful cart diving today with this Villeroy Boch crystal bowl, priced at $5.99. Unlike most crystal manufacturers, you find the acid edge logo facing the right direction when you look into the bowl. Villeroy Boch is a German porcelain manufacturer. They also had a cristallerie, and they have a rich history that I've shared in previous visits to local consignment stores there. And the headquarters is in Mettlach, Germany, just down the road from our home in the Saarland. Let's do some more cart diving. I see classic white and a pair of plates that would be ideal for a Mexican food dinner, priced at $3.99. And this stack of white plates is $4.99, very affordable. Let's turn it over and look for the back stamp. These are from Gibson, which is a very affordable line. We see some nice patterns in Goodwill stores and even antique shops. A set of square white plates, and the back stamp tells us it is from Johnson Brothers, made in England in the Regency pattern. These sell for $20 each at replacements. And for $4.99, you could have 5 plates, perfect for desserts. And they would mix nicely with this sugar and creamer and small pitcher from Corel Coordinates. I didn't realize they made stoneware. Ideal for Easter with the tulip design. I'm sure our friend Trudy in the Netherlands would enjoy this. She's on our Lady Mary Beth's Table group page. I invite you to join us there. Lots of great posts and a wonderful community. This is made in Italy, priced at $7.99. I wasn't sure if it was Portugal or Italy. Definitely great for entertaining. And more classic white. And a pineapple tray. This is a chopping board. You could use it for serving. I'm all about the pineapples. It's in my logo, but I think I will pass on this. It's not something that I absolutely need. Priced at $5.99. It's a great deal. Brand new in a box from Fifth Avenue. This is a brand that you would have seen at a Dillard's store, Macy's. Originally priced at $20 for the set, $9.99. And these coasters could be used for many different things, such as lemon slices on a bar cart. Doesn't have to be just for serving a beverage. An oversized sugar bowl. This looks very European. My mother-in-law has shared that when she was a child, they would come in from the fields and they had many different guests at the table, workers, for $9.99. Could have a piece of history. Things were more oversized then. $4.99, you could definitely elevate a bowl, create a centerpiece. It's a candle platform, but I see many possibilities for the fall and winter. And this mug I will purchase today and leave in Tennessee for my morning tea. I love the blue design, and it's from Mikasa and the Lavina Cobalt. Love it. And you could have some candles. It's harder to find the shorter ones. And these are from Root. I should have purchased those. That's a great deal. This would be great for appetizers. I see these often, vintage square ruffled plates for $7.99. They're small dishes. Many ways to utilize these in table setting or even candy on your coffee table. I'm loving the floral design and gold accents. We'll have to look at the back stamp and talk more about the history of this company. $9.99 is a great price. A vintage or antique covered vegetable dish can certainly have new life, if not on your table. It could be used for jewelry storage, placing keys inside, and many more creative uses. If we turn it over and look at the back stamp, which is a roadmap to the history of a piece, we see this is from Frau Reuth. Porzellanfabrik Frau Reuth was in Sachsen, Saxony, the eastern region of Germany, and they were the largest porcelain producer from 1866 to 1926. There is such rich history in the items here, you just have to turn it over and look for that back stamp. All you need is love and a cat. That's something we probably need to have for our house. I'm loving all the blues and greens here. And more of that French white Corningware. $4.99. Another good price. And if you look carefully, you will see that Corningware 1.6 liters, a molded back stamp. And they have every season represented here, and it's never too early to shop for Christmas gifts. You may have a gift exchange or simply need something for entertaining from a very well-known store. $4.99 is a great price. Made in Portugal. And there's a matching bowl. This would make a wonderful centerpiece. I would say you should pick this up if you find it even off-season. They have a lovely Valentine display, but I'm finding Christmas items from Sur la Table. This is made in Portugal, and it is very well priced at $4.99. And here we have that information on the back stamp. And I see a bowl that matches it. Could always shop early for Christmas, and this is priced at $5.99 and also has that beautiful back stamp. You can certainly thrift the gift when you're Goodwill shopping, and this compote has many possibilities for your home or gifting. Elevate your everyday with a glass compote. This Ruby Beauty is perfect for just about any season. Valentine's, Christmas, 4th of July. I can see it filled with strawberries, has a beautiful stem, and I've shared many uses in a previous segment on compotes. And I encourage you to take a look at that and get some ideas. They have everything we need for home and entertaining. You could use this metal tray as a decorative element or for serving. Priced at $9.99. Let's turn it over and look for a back stamp. It is the Butterfly Meadow collection from Lenox, and it measures almost 20 inches. You can never have too many metal trays. And this would retail for well over $100. Brand new. And we'll step into the mid-century with this Japanese lacquerware tray. It's certainly easy care, and as we turn it over, we see even more information. Alcohol and stain-proof lacquerware. Just wipe with a cloth to bring out its beauty at $2.99. Vintage dishes are always fun to collect, even if it is mix and match. Here we have a trio of dessert plates, priced at $5.99, the marigold pattern from Noritake, made in Japan. And we see a trio of bowls here. Great for serving. You could blend these easily with white dishes. I like that striking black with the gold handles, and yet the feminine look with the floral design. The Corningware cornflower blue, and the blue and green combination has my attention. And surprise, it is from Wedgwood. Their watercolor collection from Wedgwood Home, priced at $1.99. Oy vey. This is a Ray Dunn mug in the brilliant blue, something I've not seen in person before. Usually it's the white with the black lettering. And it's a great price at $2.99. I am taking this home. I actually sold it on eBay for $24 and shipped it to a viewer in Germany. I sometimes look for cookbooks when I'm at this Goodwill because they always have great ones and they're brand new. The Preppy Kitchen, I follow him on Instagram. And this one, I think we all need parties around a punch bowl. I've actually used a recipe for my father's celebration of life in Franklin. We made the lemonade punch. And this also makes a great hostess gift. And they use vintage dishes. I love it. The lemon twist afternoon. And this is the recipe that we used. Easy to make. So many great ideas too you can get from these cookbooks. And much more affordable than paying retail. Tie a ribbon around it and you've got a great gift. Thrift the gift with brand new cookbooks. You could incorporate these into a gift basket. The Preppy Kitchen is on YouTube and he's certainly popular, has lots of followers. And one of my favorites, I already have this one, parties around a punch bowl. Some great gift ideas, especially when they're brand new. And it's this easy to shop your local Goodwill store and pull together items that are great for gifting, entertaining, and home decor. Had such fun in this shop today, and I did meet a viewer, Tara, who lives in Tennessee, and she found a Mosser glass egg dish. What a deal. It's $7.99. And this I sold on eBay, and it now belongs to the new owner in Clovis, New Mexico. And that was a deal for her as well. The Villeroy Boch bowl is my favorite find. I absolutely love it. I think I will keep this one instead of gifting it. I just love crystal, can't get enough. And this I left for someone else to enjoy. And it did sell quickly. Of course, it's such a great price too. You never know what you will find at your local Goodwill store. Go often and look for the bottom shelf advantage. And this at $7.99 is another favorite find. It's been a great day shopping at the Goodwill store on Murfreesboro Road in Franklin, Tennessee. My best find of the day is the Jan Barboglio Guadalupe cross. I'm paying $5.99 and it sells for $2.95 retail. And the Villeroy Boch crystal bowl makes my heart sing. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. Elevate your everyday with Goodwill shopping.